everyone. I am Jishan Seth, Assistant Professor in IT/ICT Department of LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's video, I will explain AngularJS services. So if you want to learn AngularJS services, before that you must aware about the basic structure of AngularJS program, as well as you must know about how can we create module in AngularJS, also the role of controller, and very important scope variable, how it is useful to bind our application. So let's start today's topic, AngularJS services. So AngularJS services is all about a very beautiful function that is used to interact with number of different purposes. In JavaScript, you already learn about timeout function, interval function, HTTP functions. So that type of functionality is also supported by AngularJS, and that is come under the number of services. So AngularJS, a service is a one function or object that is available for and limited to your AngularJS application. So the scope of your that particular services is limited to that application only. So using inbuilt that type of services, you can create your own application, and as well as you can create your custom services also. So what are the number of services are available? So there are lots of services are available. From that, very famous and very useful services are location services that gives a absolute path of our particular web page. Next is timeout services that tells the particular time interval from where our timing is timeout. Next is interval services. If you want to put timer and that is increasing by some of second, like that, if you want to put some time interval, that is including in time interval services. And then very useful services is regarding request responses, HTTP services. So let's start our services one by one. So first is all about the location services. So the location service has a method which returns the information about the location of the current web page. So this service is retrieve the current page location. That means it gives the absolute path of your particular current web page. So how can we write that type of services? Let's understand. So for that, first we have created one module, that is here variable app is equal to angular.module. In the parameter, you know already how to write the module, parameter, application name, and then parameter. Now here we are putting the particular services, that is your app.controller, custom control, that is my controller name. Then in the function parameter, first parameter is scope variable, and the second parameter is location. Yes, so the second parameter of our function is your service name. So whenever you are writing the service in your AngularJS, you have to write that inbuilt service name in the parameter of your function, and that parameter is parameter number 2. And then you have to use the different methods of that particular services. So here we are using the location dot abs URL that returns the absolute URL of your current page. That will be stored in my URL variable, and that will be printed in our HTML page. So let's understand this with the help of this programming concept. So you can see here I'm creating here one location.js file. In that I'm creating angular.module, and then my app is my application name, app.controller, controller name is my control, function, and the first parameter is scope and the second parameter is location. So the code which is already written in the PPT. Now how can we get that data in our HTML page? So let's see here. First in our HTML file, first we are writing our angular main.js, then after I'm connected external JS file, that is my location.js file. Now in my particular Angular application, that application name is MyApp, and here in this div tag I am writing my controller, my control. So the controller name is my control, that is in the controller function. Now I'm writing the URL of this page is in the expression my URL. Yes. So my URL is a variable that gives the absolute path of my particular web page that will be stored in my URL with the help of scope. So what is scope? Already I explained in the previous video. And the just parameter in the paragraph tag, the syntax is that this example uses the built-in location services to get the absolute URL of the page. So now let's run the code and see the output. Yes, so this is my text, this is the URL of this page, and you can see here this is the absolute path of our particular page. You can see that will be available here in my URL bar. So the absolute path of our web page is written by which services? That is all about our location services. So you have to remember only here, if you knowing the concept of module, function, controller and scope variable, then it is easy to implement. You have to just write the service name in the second parameter here. Now we are moving to the next service, that is my interval service. So how the interval service is working? So the interval service is AngularJS version of the windows.setInterval function. So you already aware about the setInterval function of your JavaScript. So setInterval function is defining the interval when you are interacting with your web browser. So let's understand with the help of an example interval services. So I have interval.js file. So here in interval.js file, you can see here module is defined. Then in the code of controller, in the second parameter, we are passing interval variable. Now here in interval, what the exact we are trying to do in this program? Here, what is the current time of my machine? I am pick that and I am updating that time. So my according to the current clock, my time will be implemented. It is incremented one by one. So for that here we are using the concept. We are taking which class? Date class. So we are aware about the date class in JavaScript. So date dot to local time string. So date function will return a very long string with time, timestamp, time zone, everything will be there. So from that, if you want to fetch some specific value in our local type, then we are using to local time string. That will be stored in the time variable. Now what the task of interval function now. So when we are getting the time variable, what happens exactly? It will fetch only the current time of the system. It is not incremented one by one. Okay. Suppose right now 2:57 and 30 seconds are there. When I am refreshing my page, the second will be refreshed, so automatically it is increased. So every time when I am refreshing, my time is increasing. But if I am not refreshing my page, but my time is increasing according to the system clock, that's why we are using the time interval here. So for that we are using the interval function. Interval, then function is there. In that function we are increasing our time. So in which particular place we are incrementing the value? So here we are taking the scope dot the time new date dot to local string. So in this line we are just getting the value of current time, but in that if I want to increase the sequence of my seconds, that is in the microseconds, so I'm adding here 1000. Okay, so here 1000 microsecond is adding every time when the function is internally called here. So let's see the code here. So in this HTML page we are using the first Angular, then interval.js. Now my application, I'm just printing the time is the time. Now let's run the code. Yes, you can see here the time is, and then after you can see my time is updated here to 58, 47, 48, 49, 50. So the time is incremented here with the help of interval service only. If we are fetching the value from the date function, it will give only static time. It is not incremented. So here with the help of our this interval service, we can easily get the time, as well as according to that time interval our value will be incremented. So this is the interval function work in our AngularJS. Now we are moving to next services, that is my timeout services. If some task is going there, and from there if I want to time out my page, time out some values, for that we are using the timeout services. So that is the version of our windows.set timeout function that is already available by our JavaScript. So let's understand timeout function. So here timeout.js is available, okay, and timeout by timeout.html is available. So what happened exactly here, this paragraph is available, the header will change after 2 seconds, okay, and which header will be there, that will be placed here, okay. So for that we are using timeout.js. So here module is creating controller, and second parameter is timeout. Without this service variable we cannot do that. My header value is hello world, okay. Now what the timeout service is performing here, timeout, in the parameter we are passing one function, anonymous function, that scope.header is equal to how are you today, and the timestamp for that is 2000 milliseconds, okay. So what happened exactly, my header value is hello world, so initially it will be printed, but after this timeout the header value will be changed. So you can see here this header will be changed after 2 seconds, and my header. So let's go for this output. So you are observing again, yes, your header will change after 2 seconds. Hello, how are you? I am running the same code again. Yes, hello, what is there? Yes, after 2 seconds timeout our value is changed. So this is the idea how we can put our timeout service in our AngularJS. And the third and fourth our service is all about HTTP service. So HTTP service is very useful when we are using the concept of request and response from. So when you are requesting for some data, that data is available on the server, in the response it will give some data. So according to that, if you want to perform many requests that uses the methods of HTTP protocol, that is get method, post method, put method, delete method, so all type of services are available by HTTP. So this is the basic idea of services that is provided by our AngularJS. So thank you for watching this video.